So we here. It's officially fight day for Gervonta Davis versus Hector Luis Garcia. And I'm going to give y'all my final prediction and some betting options too. I'm going to give my bet. I'm not telling y'all to follow it. Y'all follow if y'all want to. But what I'm going to be betting, what my favorite bets are, and I'm going to do it for every all four of the fights on the pay-per-view main card. Starting with the pay-per-view opener, a fight at 168 pounds between Demetrius Andrade and Nicholson. And as you can see, Boo Boo is a minus 2,500 favorite versus Demon's plus 800 underdog. And the over-under on the rounds is set at 8.5. And for the method of victory, Vegas has it set at minus 162 for a Boo Boo decision. But if you go back and look at the over-under for the rounds being at 8.5, with the over being the minus 240 and the under being the plus 175, I'm going to go ahead and take the Boo Boo Andrade by decision at the minus 162. The next fight on the card is Rashidi Speedy Ellis versus Raymond Villa at 147 pounds. Rashidi Ellis is a minus 625 favorite to Raymond's plus 380 underdog. And the over-under on the rounds is set at 10.5. And the lowest odds out of the method of victory is for Rashidi by decision at minus 162. And again, I'm going to go with the favorite here and take Rashidi Ellis by points at minus 162. In the co-main event, we got Gervonta Ennis versus Karen. I ain't even going to try to pronounce his last name. Y'all know I don't do well with them Russian names. Boots is the biggest favorite on the card, coming in at a minus 10,000, with Karen being the biggest underdog on the card, coming in at a plus 1,150. And for the method of victory, the favorite is set at a Boots knockout at minus 835. Which that's fucked up. They expecting Karen to get his ass whooped. I'm sorry, but I gotta agree with him. Karen, you got a hell of an ass whooping waiting on you. But for this, I'm looking at the over-under on the rounds. It's set at 3.5. But Boots, last two fights, he won by first round knockout and second round knockout against, in my opinion, two fighters that were equal to, or better, actually, than Karen. So I'm kind of expecting the same thing in this fight, an early Boots knockout. So I'm going ahead and go with the under 3.5 rounds. Which brings us to the main event of the evening. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Hector Luis Garcia. And like I posted earlier yesterday, I went back and watched Hector's last two fights. He barely gave up a round to two very good fighters. Hector is a very dangerous fighter. I think people are still sleeping on him. This is not an easy fight at all for Tank. Tank is the minus 1,600 favorite to Hector's plus 700 underdog. And the over-under on the rounds is set at 7.5. And for the method of victory, the favorite is a Tank knockout at minus 435. So of course we're trying to look for some value. So I'm going to go back to the over-under on the rounds. And I'm actually going to take, and my prediction is that it's going to go 8 rounds. He'll get him out of there in 8 rounds. But for the sake of betting, I'm going to take the under 7.5 rounds. One reason is because I saw Boots do an interview earlier, and he picked Tank, and I believe he said 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 rounds. Boots said he sees it in the early. And from his last couple predictions I've been seeing him doing, he's been doing pretty good. So I'm going to rock with Boots on this one and take the under at plus money. That plus, this is a homecoming fight for Tank. He's going to be wanting to put on a show in front of his friends and family. So that's another reason. And Hector made a few comments this week that been riling Tank up too. So I think he's ready to get his hands on him and hurt him early. So those are my predictions. I got Demetrius Andrade by decision at -162. Rashidi Ellis by decision at -162. Then I'm taking the under 3.5 rounds in the Jerron Boots Ennis fight. And I'm taking the under 7.5 rounds at +100 in the Gervonta Davis and Hector Luis Garcia fight. And again, I am not no betting expert. I'm just doing this for fun and letting y'all know what I'm picking and what I'm betting on. But if you do decide to follow me and you want to go crazy and throw all those bets in a parlay, you get +882 odds. But like I said, that's on you. I'm not telling y'all to bet nothing. This is just for fun and my predictions for the fight. But that's what I got for y'all, man. Let me know what y'all predictions are in the comments. I'm out.